All right, guys, my name is Evan with Scholarware Marketing. Today, we're going to be going over the new website customization. So I do want to go ahead and start by saying that this is going to be for the new agent websites. If you are still using the previous version of the agent websites and you have not updated your website version yet, you may not be able to follow along because everything's going to look different. The processes are not going to be the same. So definitely want to make sure that that website has been updated before you try to follow along with this. Okay. We got some people joining. Hang on, I'm letting more people in real quick. So some of the things we're going to cover is how to add some additional pages to your website. So we're going to go over how to add a mortgage calculator page, the local school search, the home evaluation tool page, and why work with Keller Williams page. And also the download my app page. So we're going to cover each of those today. So to get started, you want to make sure that you are logged into command, and that's going to be the agent.kw.com, and logging in with your KW username and password. So once you're logged in, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our marketing profile is completely up to date. All right, so what the marketing profile is what feeds all of the information over to your website. So that's what pulls all that great information that is to be displayed. Sorry about that. So any headshot photo, any of your bio, any of that information is what's automatically going to pull over from your marketing profile. So you're going to want to go ahead and start to go to your marketing profile. We're going to go ahead and click on our name in the top right corner, and then we're going to go ahead and click on settings. All right, and then from settings, we're going to come right over here to the left-hand side, and we're going to go ahead and give a click on the connect settings and then marketing profile. Just give a second, make sure everything's loaded. All right, so as you can see, this is going to be your marketing profile. This is going to have all the information that pulls over to your agent website. So as you'll notice on this marketing profile, there are going to be some things that have a red asterisk. Those things are going to be required fields. And as you can see over here in the top right, there is going to be this toggle switch. It has this little green dot on it. So this is what is allowing your profile to feed over to your to your website. If this is not toggled on, make sure that this is toggled to where you do see this little green circle. This means that the connection is active and it is sending all the information over. If you do not want it active, if you do not want your website to show your branded information, then you want to make sure that this is turned off. Next, you're going to make sure that your headshot is cropped down to a perfect square. So that way it doesn't look distorted. If your headshot is not a perfect square, it most likely is going to kind of look like a funhouse mirror, to where it would be like tall and skinny or short and stout, and just kind of look really distorted. So we do recommend, the size recommended is 360 by 360, and it'll kind of give it this more of a perfect image look to it as well. The next section is the team logo. The team logo is not a required image, but however, we do kind of recommend having something here, whether it's just a generic KW logo, a team logo, or if you have like a business logo, by putting something there. This is just to make sure that the section where it shows that for the team image, doesn't show as a broken image on the website or any of your marketing. All right, so continuing on, you're going to have some of your details down here. So some information, so your first name, last name. Some people like to use their middle name or middle initial. What you can do is you can space out from your first name, and then you can just add that in here. So that way it kind of shows like this would be Kate D. Barnes, the way it would come across. All right, then next you have your license number. There is this next to your license number, there's a spot for a team name. If you're on a team, you can also put your job title. You can also put just regular Keller Williams. You do also have a little bit more information such as professional job title. If you want to put realtor, some people put real estate professional. Again, that is kind of whether it's a compliance, a certain name that is required by compliance, or something you just prefer, you can add that here. You do have some designation and credentials, any affiliations as well. As you can see here in your bio section is a required field as well. However, sometimes as a new agent, you may not have a bio set up. So we just recommend putting a period in here as a placeholder until you can get that completed and set and added in here. And then below you do have some contact information. Like how to get a hold of you, how to email you, and then you also have your website URL. If you use your agent website, you can just put the whole URL in here. If you use a purchased domain and you have that domain name forwarded, you can just put that purchased domain URL here as well. Scrolling down, you do have your market center information as well. So your market center, brokerage, and then the location and contact information here as well. So if you are part of a business center, not a market center, a lot of times during our setup processes, we may add the market center information here instead of the business center. So that is just something that if you want to change that, you can. This is where you would update that information. Continuing on, you do have some compliance sections here. So you do have like your legal footer text. If you need to add any legal footer links, you can do so by clicking the add another link here. When you click that, it's going to ask you for your title, and then it's going to ask you for the link as well. If you mess up or you realize you don't need it on there, you don't want it on there, you can always remove it by clicking on the trash can to the side. Right below here, we do have legal footer images. We do suggest possibly only using this for things such as like the realtor designation image or any kind of like little images like that, as this is a very small thumbnail that will appear on your website. And when I say small, it is very, very small. So I wouldn't really try to use this for too much of anything that you want to be noticed or you want to be seen on there. Just kind of keep that in mind. All right, and then scrolling down, we do have our social media links. This is where you can add your links to allow people to find you on all socials. And then we also have our Google Analytics ID. This is where if you have your Google Analytics ID tracking set up, you can add it here. And then there is going to be one other place that this does need to be added, just as a heads up. So, all right. So I have let a bunch, actually, I've just let some more people in. So once I can, I have let a lot more people in recently since I started class. So if you have just joined us, if you have any questions throughout this entire presentation, feel free to drop your question in the chat. We will be circling back at the end to go over any questions. This is being recorded, so you can check on, you can go back and watch this video later on to catch up on anything you may have missed in the beginning, or you can check out one of the videos from the same class from a couple weeks ago if you'd like. So just want to go to make sure that you stay in the loop. All right, so now that we have our marketing profile completed, what we're going to do is we are going to, we can go ahead and jump into the website. So to get to our KW website, we want to go to the consumer tab, which is going to be over here on the left-hand side, and it is going to be the last icon down here at the bottom. And if you're still getting familiar with these icons and what goes where, you can always click on this red KW up here in the circle, and it will expand those for you as well, just as a little fun tip. All right, so once you click on your consumer icon, if you are seeing this screen as I'm showing here, then this means that you are currently using the new and updated version of the KW website. If you are not seeing this giant blue banner when you click on that consumer tab, then you are most likely using the older version, and you will need to upgrade your website first before you can actually kind of continue along with all of these. So, and if you need assistance with updating your website, you can always reach out to us, support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'd be more than happy to get those, assist you with that. So for our consumer page here, we have our website domain here, and we have our app URL right below that, which we will come back and we will grab this later to do our download my app page. We do also have our app preferences and our registration limits down here below. So a lot of agents do not realize with this forced registration, this is just allows clients to view a certain number of properties before it requires them to register an account on your app or your website so you can collect their data into your database. So a really cool little section that a lot of agents don't realize they have available to them. All right, so we're going to go into the website dashboard, and we get there by clicking on this blue edit my website section. So once we get to the dashboard of our website, we can get started on the adding of those additional pages to our website. So the first page that we are going to add is going to be the mortgage calculator. So this one is fairly simple to add, as KW has already created a template for us to use. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go right here under our quick start section. And we're going to have a few options here. So you have a blog post. This is how you can create blogs. You have your custom page option to create custom pages to your website. You have your landing pages option. This is to create standalone landing pages that are not on your website. And then next to that is going to be this template, the HTML mortgage calculator. So this is what we're going to select. All right, so once we click into that template, we can see that this page is already built out and ready to add to our website. So we already have our page title here. However, you can change this if you'd like a different verbiage. And then we have our mortgage calculator down here. And if we scroll down on the preview window, you can see that we do have our contact form here at the bottom. So we don't have to make any changes to this since this template is already created for us. So we can simply go to the top right of this page and we can click on publish. And that is going to make this page live on our website. So that one is fairly simple to just grab and publish. there. So now we just are going to go back to our website dashboard. You can click on this return to dashboard link right here. Or another fun fact too, you can also always click on this red KW Williams here in the top left, and this is going to take you back to your dashboard as well. All right, so the next page that we're going to add is going to be the local school search. So that one's going to have a few more steps as we have to build that template out. So for this, we're going to go under the quick start section here again, and we're going to choose the custom page. So the first thing that ever loads, sorry, it's just running a little slow today. There we go. All right, so the first thing that we're going to want to do here is we want to enter our page title. So we're going to put local school search. However, you can use different verbiage if you would prefer something different. As you can see here, whenever you type and you make edits over to this side, it is going to also update over here in our preview window. Sometimes this preview window does lag a little bit, just so you know. So just make sure that before you click save and everything, it is where you would like it. Okay, so you can leave. I'm sorry, you can leave this background image here, or you are able to click on this plus sign. And then it's going to allow you to add a background image. When you click on the section, it's going to open this pop-out window. It's going to attempt to open the pop-out window, I should say. There it goes. There it is. Okay, so you can add any image that you've already updated, that you've already added to these tips. I'm sorry. And you can use an image that you've already added, which you can find here. You can also scroll through and see previous ones. Or if you want to add a brand new image, you can click on the new button down here and it will open. It'll open this new page where you can just kind of title the image, and then you can click choose, and it's going to allow you to choose from your computer. We're just going to go ahead and go back though. And we'll just use this for the background image. There it goes. So, I don't know why the websites are running super slow today. Sorry about that. All right, so now as you can see that this has populated over here, and this is what our background image for the title section is going to look like. If you don't want the title section on as well, you can also turn this toggle off switch to where it'll remove the title section as well. All right, so next we're going to go under the page contents here, and we're going to go ahead and add a module. There it goes. So for this, we are going to want to scroll all the way down to this, down on this pop-up box. And for our school search, we're going to choose the HTML embed. So once we add that module, we are then going to click on this empty. Oops, it looks like it added it twice. We're then going to click on this here. And then you'll see that we have this HTML word calculator. So we're going to go to the top of this and click on this top of the menu and click on this create new. Give that a second to let everything load and catch up. I think KW may be doing some updates currently. It's typically that they're doing some updates when everything slows down. So, okay, so we first need to give it a name. So I'm just going to name it the same thing. And you can use whatever verbiage again that you would prefer for your website. And then we have to get our HTML code. So to do that, we have this widget site that we are using. And we will drop a link to this in the chat box. And I'll make sure that this gets added to the description comment on our YouTube channel as well. I do see there's a couple questions, so let me just go ahead and answer those real quick. How do we obtain the video recording after this class, Rob? Rob, I'll show you at the end of the class where you can find this information. It's going to be on our YouTube page, or you can go to slmtraining.com. Why it's giving error when we save the mortgage page? I'm not sure. I can possibly see if you want to explain the steps that you are taking, or if you want to send over an email to support@scottleroymarketing.com and have somebody look into your account and see. You can provide them with your username and password, and they'll probably be able to assist you with what may be going on. When I select edit my website and try to change the bio agent details, I haven't been able to actually make any edits. No option for that. Is there a chance I have to recreate the page? No, Roberta, that's why in the beginning when we went over the marketing profile for the agents, that's where all that information is updated from the marketing profile and it pulls over to the website. So again, it'll be at the beginning of this recording, or you can go ahead and go to our YouTube channel and check out one of the previous recordings to see where we discussed about the updating of the marketing profile. Gotcha, not a problem. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I try to fill everyone in about catching up at the previous recording. So I got you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hop back in. Okay. So once we get to this page, we're going to scroll down until we find the school data widget section. So this is where we're going to build out our school widget. And then this is where we're also going to grab the HTML code. So first thing that we're going to do is select the location. So you can either search by city and state or by zip code. So whatever works best for you. I'm just going to put Orlando, Florida. And once you enter that location, it's automatically going to update this little widget here on the side. And then you can select the size that you would like to use. We typically choose the custom, and we change this from 650 by 650 to 850 by 850. However, you can choose whatever custom size you prefer if you want to kind of play with it and see what kind of size works best for you. So I'm going to change the size. And again, that's automatically going to update as you can see. And then you can also change the background color. So there's many different options that you can choose what you want it to look like. And it's really just this little tiny edge around it. There you go. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose this blue, my favorite color. And then we're going to go ahead and click on this generate code. And that is going to update the widget code down here. So if we simply click in this text box, you see it automatically going to highlight the entire text. And then once that is highlighted, we can simply right click and click copy. So now we're going to go ahead and go back to our custom page. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. So then here we are back on our custom page. And however, we do want to make sure that this is centered on the page. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like if we don't center it. All right, so as you can see, that when we just put the code in like this, it's gonna have it all the way over here on the left. It's not gonna be kind of centered. So in order to center this onto our page, we want to go to the very beginning of this code. And you can even type this in before you paste your code in. And we're going to simply type in our brackets with the word center. And that should center on the page. Give it, there it goes. And I will go ahead and drop this in the chat as well. So if you want to just copy it, let me not mess that up, sorry. Go ahead and drop that in the chat. I do see that there's a question about if you cover multiple districts, will you need multiple pages? That is a good question. I have not myself really done anything more than put like Orlando, Florida, or put like cities. I guess what you could do if you cover like huge districts, or like huge cities, I think you could possibly, I mean, you could probably do like one for each major city or maybe metropolitan area. You could do pages, like different pages for those. Um, if you want to send us an email and ask us, would it be possible to add a school calendar? That all depends on how that calendar is created and where the house that calendar, like how that calendar is stored. But I would shoot us over an email with those questions. We do have a lot of great representatives that may be able to answer this a little better. But at the same time, too, they would be able to provide a lot of different options about like covering multiple districts and kind of a lot of different best ways to go about doing that. Okay. Where were we? Again, so yeah, so once you enter this, it should automatically update to the center. I did just go ahead and add that to the chat for you. So if you need to add it, you can just copy and paste that right into the very beginning. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and click on this publish at the top. And we're just gonna wait a minute for command to pull it all together. Okay, so there we go. So now that it looks like everything's updated, we have this green bar right here that says published. We're just going to go ahead and click on the, there we go. So we're just going to click on the KW. Oh, and it took us all the way back out. Sorry. So if you scroll down here, you can see the custom modules. I'm just going to click on that and open it back up. Sorry, the lag in this, I didn't realize that it was going to automatically take me back there. You understand why it keeps taking it back here. Sorry. Hmm. Well, my apologies. I know what I was doing incorrectly. So when we did create this HTML embed module, which is what this was created here, we can just actually go back to the home page. We're gonna go back to create custom page. And we're gonna do the local school search. And again, it should update over here. And we're gonna go ahead and do our background image. Oops, and then we're going to add module. And now that module is going to be, I'm sorry, we're going to go to HTML embed. And now the module we just created should appear. There we go. So the local school search. Sure why it's not pulling over. Just double check. This should be adding over. Publish. I'm terribly sorry about this, guys. I'm not understanding what is going on with this. Once we publish this, it should take you right back to that same page that we just created. There it goes. I don't know why I was not doing that before. I'm terribly sorry about that. So once you click that publish initially, it should take you back directly to this initial page that we created. As you can see, everything's just taking a minute to load. There it goes. So we can go ahead and add our page title back. I don't know why I didn't save it. Local school search. Again, if you've been an agent with Keller Williams for a while, you know that sometimes these websites and these things can be tricky. What works one day may not be working the next day. Okay, so now that um, we have created that little module, we've added our image and the name. We went down here and click to add the local school search, which we just set up. There it goes, local school search. And you can see over here in the preview window that it is now showing correctly. Schools in Orlando, Florida, and it is centered to the screen as we had instructed it. So what we're going to do as well was we're going to go back to add module. And once again, we're going to go to the bottom of this pop-up. And then we are going to select the form option, which is going to be the first one. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the blank text space. There it goes. See, it's really just lagging severely today. I'm sorry about that again. We have we're going to select the contact me. Let's see if it added it. There it goes. So once you add the contact me form, it's going to provide this contact me section right below it. So now that's added, we like everything that we see. We're going to go ahead and click publish and get that published onto our website. And now it's letting us know that this page was saved. So now we can go ahead and head back to our dashboard. Okay. So from our dashboard down here under our custom pages, you can see that we do have our local school search and we have our mortgage calculator. So once again, we are going to go ahead and choose our custom page under the quick start options. So the first step is going to be to enter our page title. So this is going to be the what's my home works. And again, completely customizable on the verbiage, however you want it to display. If you want to add the background image, it's going to be the same process again. If you wanted to use a new image, the same image, no image, completely up to you. And we're going to go to page contents and we're going to click the add module. So for the home valuation tool, it's kind of similar to how they already had a template for the mortgage calculator. They already have a template for the home valuation form. So if we were to scroll all the way down on this pop-up box here, on our list, we should see the home valuation search component. So we're going to go ahead and give that a click. There it goes. And then it's going to kind of show you right over here in the window that discover what your home value is. And just like our school search page, I'm going to add a contact form at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and click the add module again. And then we're going to scroll down to form. And then we're going to click in this blank space here and give it 5 minutes for it to load the one we need. There goes the contact me. There it goes. So once we've added the contact me form, we can again go ahead and click on the publish in the top right. And almost there. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna click publish again because it's not giving me I see the green line here, but it's not saying that it's saved. So you want to make sure that you kind of see that saved option. There it goes. So you can see again, it's saved. And then we are going to go ahead and click on the return to dashboard. I do see that there is a couple of messages. Let me go and see. How do you change the school map to your area? So changing the school map to your area when we were on this page right here, again, and I did put this link in the chat, you just type in your city, comma, state, or you can put your zip code. Is that a footer on every page? Are you referring to the contact me form? Is that the footer on every page? It can be, yeah, you can definitely add it. And you kind of want to, I would say, as you know, it gives them an option to when they see, like, let me just open a page up and so like when they're on your website and they're looking at, say, your mortgage calculator, and then they instantly, oh, I have a question. And oh, well, let me just go ahead and reach out to them right here is their information or how I can get in contact with them. So it's a kind of a great way to just have it right there so they can get in contact with you quickly. Is there a site where I can see how the various modules work before using them? We do have a lot of different training that goes over the websites. So you can definitely check out and look on our YouTube channel, or you can just send us an email and ask us for information about those, and someone from our team will get back to you, provide any of the tip videos, information that you may need. Can you add space between the heading and the school map? It kind of look close together. I mean, not to my knowledge, because it is an iframed page. So it kind of just does put them kind of like that. I haven't played around with the spacing of that part. Um, are you talking about like the mortgage calculator, like how it shows there? I get what you're saying. Not to my knowledge, I don't know if we can add, if it can space it out more. What if you want to change the font styles? You mean like for the title, Harris? Unfortunately, as you can see here, it doesn't really give you font options, style options, so you wouldn't really be able to change those. You can underline them, you can italicize them, you can make them bold, but no. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go back to our dashboard. And again, so the next page that we will be adding is going to be our download my app page. So once again, we are going to be um, going under our quick start and clicking on the custom page. And then we're going to go ahead and again start with the page title. So again, this is going to be completely verbiage up to you, how you decide to choose it. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the drop down here. Okay, and this is I'm sorry, this is the page heading to none, so that's going to remove, there we go. So that's going to actually remove that section. We're actually going to go ahead and scroll down and add module again. And we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. But for this, so we've already used our for module, our HTML module for our home value. So for our download my app page, we want to use the iframe embed. All right, and then we are going to go and click on this empty box again. And so here we have no items in here yet. So we're going to go ahead and click on the create new. And we're going to go ahead and enter our internal name. And again, you can make this the same, or you can make it different, however you, I cannot spell too better. So this is where we want to put in our URL to our mobile app. So to locate that, we do want to go back to our command tab. And this is where we are going to go ahead and scroll down, and we're going to go ahead and copy the app URL code here. And once we have copied our app URL, we're going to bring it back over to this page. And we're going to go ahead and paste it onto here. And that's going to generate our download my app page. So now we can go ahead and click publish. And it looks like, sorry, it looks like it's been giving. This is what I was kind of saying, that it may be doing updates currently. So let me just go ahead and try to refresh. See if that kind of kicks it over. Let me see real quick if it possibly already saved it. There it goes. All right, so it doesn't look like it saved it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that again real quick. Sorry, apologies again. There we go. So let's see if we can go ahead and get this one to publish. There it goes. So now we're going to go ahead and go to the top left here. We're going to go ahead and click on the back button. And then we can go ahead and click again here. And it should refresh to have the download map. There it is. That should add in over here. There it goes. And then again, we're just going to go ahead and click on publish on the top right. Okay. So now we can go ahead and go back to our dashboard. And then so we have one more page that we're going to add today. And so that is going to be the Why Work with Keller Williams page. So that one is very easy. It's very similar to the mortgage calculator where they already have the template made and that we just need to publish it. So under the quick start option, the very last one should be the Why Work with KW. We're just going to go ahead and give that a click. Okay. You'll see here the page is already built out, so it is ready to go. You can change the title of this if you would prefer to, again, um, use different verbiage. And you can customize that under the page title. You are also able to add that background image under the Y Keller Williams option. And then we could just simply click on the publish button at the top right. And this is going to publish our page again. So now we're going to go ahead and head back to our dashboard. And again, if we scroll all the way down our dashboard, we can now see all of the custom pages that we just created. And then you can also see those modules as well that we created for the school search and the download my app iframe. So the other thing that I will show you in the back end here before we take a look at how the live site looks, we're going to go to the top left corner and we're going to go ahead and click on these three little lines here. And then in this menu, we're going to go under admin and click on organization site. So this is going to be the back end of our site. So if we were to scroll down, you'll see that there is this Google Analytics tracking ID in our Google. So if you have set up your Google Analytics ID, this is the other spot where that you would need to put that tracking ID number that I mentioned over earlier in the marketing profile. So this again is just making sure that it is tracking the information for you. So you can see the flow. The flow of people on your website. If you need assistance setting up your Google Analytics ID, you can always reach out to us, support@scottlorrymarketing.com. We'll send you a quick little form to get some information from you, and then we'll be able to assist you with that. The other thing that you have on this page here is we have all of our custom pages down here. And we can reorder these if we want them to show up in a different order. So you can simply just drag and move it. And then if we want those to appear in a different order on our page, you just go ahead and click save once you're happy with the order that you are seeing. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our live website. I mean, what that looks like with those new pages. So we're going to go back to our dashboard. And we have our site URL right here. So we can simply click on that to open up our live site. So at the top, we can simply, you can see that you do have these sections, the About Me, the search properties. And then you can have this more option, which is going to be where you can find all of these custom pages that we have created. So if you go ahead and click on these, mortgage calculator, you'll see that this is interactive, that they can fill out the information. The local school search. So you can also do the find schools near that search bar. Here's the map. You do also have the list. It's where you can see them listed. We have the what's my home worth. You can enter the property address to get started. The download my app, which when viewing this from a phone and they click on this, it's going to take them right into the App Store where they can download the app. The Why Keller Williams page with some great information that they have Keller Williams has set up. And you also have your leave a review. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the chat box, and I will